All right, everyone, welcome to our podcast studio. My name is Joe Boevingloh. I work here for the City of Florissant's media department. Today, I am joined by Leslie Hernandez of Mama Pacha Sabor, and we're going to be talking about the food that's going to be at the upcoming Fiesta in Florissant. Personally, this is one of my favorite festivals of the year. A lot of it has to do with the food because it's all fantastic. The food at this event is so diverse, so many different countries, so many different cultures coming into one space. So, Leslie, thank you for joining us. What can you tell us about this event and what to look forward to?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for inviting me.
Of course.
It's an event that has been in San Luis for almost 30 years. And it's a fiesta, like you said. It's a fiesta. It's a fiesta for a lot of country from South America. And I'm part of that. I'm from Puerto Rico.
Fully Puerto Rican, right? Like 100%.
100%.
Right.
So you see the banana on my face?
So you were nice enough to bring us some examples of some of the food that's going to be there. What do we got in front of us?
Well, in front of you have empanadas. Empanadas is a dish or appetizer, if you want to call it appetizer, that is very broad. You can have empanada from Argentina, from Chile, from Costa Rica, from Dominican Republic, from anywhere, but each one is different.
Right.
So the one that I have here is from Puerto Rico. So the seasoning that I'm using is flavor from Puerto Rico.
All right. And you said that we're going to be lucky enough to try some of these off camera, and I'm very much looking forward to it. Like, these look fantastic. I know you can't smell through the camera, but they smell incredible. I know, like, one of the favorites at the Fiesta in Florissant is tango, the Argentinian food. And I always get the empanada de carne spicy whenever I'm at this festival. It is one of my favorite things. So I'm very much looking forward to trying these. And are you going to have these at the festival?
Yes, and by the way, I respect Hector from Tango because he was wonderful. He passed a couple of months ago, and he has his specialty. So our empanada have also the signature. So all the fillings are made with a lot of love, using my own seasoning products that I have, sazon and adobo. And also, we are having pizza
Pizza.
empanadas. Just to remember, people from the Hill, which I have an event
Right.
last week. It went very well. So we're going to have different fillings of pizza, pepperoni, sausage, you name it. So we're going to have a variety.
Are any of these pizza?
No.
Okay.
Those
Had to
are the
ask.
one that you have in front of you is beef and sweet plantains, and the other one are veggies, and the veggies are my husband's favorites.
Okay. So you're the founder of Mama Pacha Sabor. Can you tell us more about that business and like
Sure.
how you got started?
Sure, we started during the pandemic
Really?
selling food to be able to help families who didn't have access to e-learning. So we established this to be able to get funds and buy computer tablets. And then
That's fantastic.
And then after that, the Mi Madre Aprendí is the business name, and the DBA is Mama Pacha Sabor. So I have a friend who said to me, we have to put that in the market, and we are continuing with the food selling.
Awesome. And where are you located?
Online.
Online only.
Online orders online, mamapachasabor.com.
What all, like, we obviously have the empanadas right in front of us, but what else is on your online menu?
Okay, I have a form for the catering, so I usually customize the food for the people, for the
Really?
customers, because it's a traditional Puerto Rican food with a global infusion.
Right. Okay.
So I usually try and ask, what would you like to have, and then based on the traditional Puerto Rican food, then we do a little bit infusion.
So you don't even have like a set menu. You kind of just take what they want and then infuse it into that, like whatever kind of style of empanada, for example, they want. That's awesome.
That's the goal. Yes, that we do some global infusion.
Yeah.
So if I use rice, but other people like quinoa, so I use the quinoa instead of the rice, but I use my seasoning.
Perfect example is those pizza empanadas that are going to be at the festival, like Italian and empanada. Like that's something I never would have expected to hear in my lifetime. So I'm excited to try that.
Yes. And I have mushroom and cheese. I mean, you name it, and you have going to have all the toppings that you have on the pizza in the empanada.
That's awesome. So what are these that we have here?
Those are the seasoning products that I also established in 2020. Sazon is what we use for give flavor, spices, and also color. So I decided to create that to be a little bit more healthy and help the community. So the two products don't have any salt, no artificial additive.
Wow.
So it's flavor.
Yeah.
Flavor. So everybody is in charge of the salt and the pepper. That's very personal, I believe.
Yeah, right.
The salt and pepper is very personal. So
right.
You're in charge of that. I'm in charge of the flavor.
How important is presentation? Like you mentioned that it's color too. Like how important is presentation when you're making food?
That's a good question. In our cuisine, we use a lot of, we do a lot of stews, and we like to give that color. So for that color, I don't use any artificial color. So it's a product or well, it's not a spice. It's a seed called achote, anato. It's something that is grated and give you the color. Don't give you flavor, but give you the color in a natural way.
Interesting. Okay.
And as well, I use turmeric.
I know turmeric.
Yeah. So I blend both. So the anato is something that the indigenous use it for makeup. So have a history behind that.
Yeah. So you're only ordering through online services.
Correct.
Do you only do catering?
No, I do catering to support the products because I believe that if people order the catering, also will have the opportunity to buy the product that I establish or develop for the seasoning. And I'm very happy to say that tomorrow, June 14 will be my first opportunity to bring the product to a Mexican store.
Really?
Tomorrow at El Morelia. We're going to be there demonstrating some dishes, how to use the product.
Oh, that's awesome. And, congratulations.
Thank you. And that's my goal, to see if we can grow.
Right.
And share, because this is a mission. Share a way instead of using, artificial product or additive. Use something natural.
And is this going to be in the food at the festival?
Yes.
All right.
I use that, and I've been using for years. The only thing is that during the pandemic, one of my friends bought food and always said, "Leslie, your food tastes different." His name is Gilberto Pineda, which I love him. And he said, "Oh, we have to work on this." And here we are.
So, obviously, you founded Mama Pacha Sabor. Mm-hmm. What do you, is that your full-time job? What else do you do?
Well, actually, I established this because I learned how to cook from my mom. I'm not a chef. Professionally, I went to the university to be a teacher. And then I became a developmental therapist to work with children birth to 3. And during the pandemic, because it was a big need to continue the therapy sessions, so a lot of the families didn't have access to have Zoom sessions.
Right.
So I started purchasing with the funds that I gather from the selling of the food, computer tablets. So wow. I'm not a chef. I'm a teacher. And I work with children with special needs, birth to 3. But I retired last year. With
Congratulations on that.
On 38 years working with children with special needs.
You say you're not a chef, but these are looking absolutely phenomenal.
I don't know. I learned from my mother. De mi madre aprendí. From my mother, I learned.
I mean, how do chefs really learn other than from their mom?
I don't know. Going to school, I guess, to have that title, chef. But I'm not chef. I'm not a chef.
So with the festival coming up, what is your favorite part about this festival? Is it the food? Is it the community? My
favorite part is the community. How we all became a family. and how we help each other. Every booth that is at Fiesta Florissant is a family because we help each other. And also, I forgot to mention that because that's the mission of this business is to support the community. So 5% of the revenue of sales goes to the community.
Wow.
Usually nonprofit or an organization that work with children and families.
That is incredible. Well, thank you so much for coming out and bringing us this awesome food. I can't wait to dig in. It's like I really appreciate you coming out and getting us hyped for this event because this really is one of the best events of the year in my personal opinion. I love the food. I love the community. I love all the dancing and just the smiles on everyone's faces. Everyone has such an amazing time. So if you guys come on out to the Fiesta in Florissant, June 21st and 22nd at the Duchenne Home Association grounds, formerly known as the Knights of Columbus, check out Mama Pacha Sabor, obviously, with their pizza empanadas.
Yes.
Can't wait to try it.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me, and I will see you there.